When filming my short film, I wanted to create engaging characters in which the audience would appeal to and sympathise with. The main areas I looked into were the comedic angle in the script, looking at the mise-en-scene and how the shots were laid out, and finally character interaction. The establishing shot is comprised of the two main characters playing video games. This is introduced like a classical narrative where both main characters have been introduced straight away. As this is a short film, it is hard to deliver any backstory of the characters, as the viewers are only aware of the now and what is going on screen. The two characters are seen playing Call of Duty together and having a joke around, portraying what some people do when they are chilling out in their free time. The first task was allowing the audience to sympathise with the character. The characters have to be a universal figure, struggling with the problems and the obstacles of the story. Within my story, the obstacle is of the antagonist, the neighbour, allowing the viewers to root for the protagonist as they are being confronted just for being too loud. I have used the essence of a cliffhanger where there is a small pause to introduce the antagonist to build up suspense. Cole Plantiga suggested another way to argue for electors of empathy in film is to point to the tendency for close-ups of emotional faces to evoke empathy responses in the spectator. This can be shown with the short film where the male antagonist is shouting out to younger university students. I've used close-up, allowing the viewer to see the students' facial expressions, connoting that they were apprehensive and nervous about the scenario that had just unfolded, placing pressure on the antagonist as the argument looks unfair. Instead of using a classical narrative convention of 180-degree rule, I've decided to place the camera shots centre frame of the character, allowing the shot to be more point of view. Murray Smith argues the point of view shots predispose or foster, but does not determine, both imagining seeing what the character sees and through the narrative context also imagining what the character thinks and feels. The point of view structure aligns the spectator with a character, as it gives the spectator access to his subjective state. A change occurred when filming, whereby the actor who I was going to film was an elder male. However, this actor pulled out last minute, meaning I had to use my brother. The main negative to this is the age difference isn't as severe. Therefore, it is harder to feel sympathy towards a neighbour, just because they are roughly the same age, and you would think that he would be savvier to hearing all the noise. However, this is an oppositional reading to this text, where within the script the violence and the abuse has originated due to the stress that the student is undergoing from his own daily hassles that has accumulated, therefore making you feel more empathy towards the antagonist, striking a conflict in the short film as the active audience can decide which side they take due to what they have experienced in their own lives. Comedy was also an overriding aspect to an engaging character. I have used comedy in the script to make it feel lighter-hearted and allowing the audience to follow what is happening on screen, showing that the university students didn't really know what they were doing wrong. To conclude, I feel like I have successfully created engaging characters by researching into different elements of the film and seeing what makes an engaging character and one that the audience will interact with.